My quick thoughts about Dragon Age the Veilguard. The character customization is well rounded and it does a great job to make sure everyone feels represented. It probably has the best looking hair I've seen from any video game I've played, but there's some things that could have been done better, like adding hair highlights and making the scar options look a little less painted on. I enjoyed the main story for the most part due to its great pacing, the villains, and learning about the history of the world, but they removed a bunch of stuff that were well known to the world of Dragon Age, and it seemed like they were playing it safe with this entry. I love the art style, but I hate some of the redesigns for certain things like the Canaries, the Darkspawn, and the Ogres. The music is also pretty good, but nothing memorable since it pretty much sounded like anything you'd hear from a Marvel movie or your standard AAA game. I loved getting to know each companion since they all have their own interesting backstories and personalities. The combat ended up being my favorite part about Veilguard since it felt fast paced, had great skill progression, and gave me the freedom to experiment with different builds. The dialogue direction for this game is a bit questionable since it doesn't really feel like you're in control of your own character and you're pretty much just following the storyline. The game also hardly gives you the chance to solve things yourself, and some of the dialogue can be considered a little bit too cringy at times. The romance in this game is pretty okay, but I think it's just kinda weird how you could flirt with everybody without anybody saying anything about it. The exploration felt great since the world is designed well and no map felt too big or too annoying to explore. I had fun doing all the quests in the game, but sadly there's not a lot of ways to creatively finish a mission. I also didn't like that certain factions felt underrepresented like the Morn Watchers and the Lords of Fortune. But even with all of the game's notable flaws and drawbacks, I really did enjoy my time playing Dragon Age of Veilguard. It's by far not the best Dragon Age game in this series, and there's a lot of things that could have been done better, but I still had a lot of fun and I plan to do multiple playthroughs in the future.